Welcome back to Anitoktv, your one-stop shop for anime reviews, where we dissect anime like it's a high school biology frog and toss out our hot takes with zero regard for decency. Today, we're diving headfirst into the surprisingly charming world of the Ossan Newbie Adventurer, trained to death by the most powerful party, became invincible. I know, the title alone is longer than the lifespan of a disposable chopstick, but stick around because this is going to be fun. Before we jump into the meat and potatoes of today's review, I want to send a huge shout out to all my subscribers. We're pushing towards the big 2,000 mark, and I couldn't do it without you guys. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our spicy anime takes. You won't want to miss it, unless you like being an invisible background character like Rick Gladiator here. Alright folks, buckle up. We've got an anime on our hands that's as generic as a Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, yet somehow manages to be as irresistible as one too. This little gem starts with Rick Gladiator, a guy who decided to become an adventurer at the ripe old age of 30. That's right folks, proving once again that it's never too late to follow your dreams. Or in Rick's case, get pummeled to near death repeatedly until you're an overpowered powerhouse. Rick's story is all about training under the legendary Halcon Fist, a party of adventurers so strong they could probably bench press a dragon for fun. And trust me, they don't go easy on our boy Rick. If you've ever wondered what it feels like to be a punching bag for mythical creatures, this anime has all the answers. It's a tale of hard work, perseverance, and getting your butt kicked so hard it's practically an art form. Let's talk about the characters, shall we? Rick Gladiator, a name that sounds like it was picked by a 13-year-old playing an MMORPG, is our protagonist. He's relatable for anyone who's ever tried starting something new in their 30s and felt about as out of place as a chihuahua in a wolf pack. While most anime protagonists have the audacity to start young and full of magical potential, Rick is here to remind us that you too can be a walking midlife crisis and still achieve greatness. But here's the kicker. The anime is self-aware enough to poke fun at itself, which keeps it entertaining and a little less predictable than you'd think. The humor in the Ossan Newbie Adventurer hits close to home, especially if you're familiar with the shenanigans of overpowered MC trash. Rick's likable though, like that one uncle who shows up at family gatherings and insists he's just resting his eyes after 3 hours on the couch. And let's not forget the waifus. Yes, they are as cute as they are deadly. Halcon Fist's members have personalities and charm that are as sharp as their blades. You can practically see the sparkle in their eyes as they pummel Rick into the dirt. You know, for character development. Rick's training is intense and brutal, something like a CrossFit class, but with more dragons and existential dread. Now let's talk about the plot. Is it groundbreaking? Not really. Is it cliché? Oh, absolutely. But it's the way it embraces these clichés that makes it a joy to watch. This show's story is a classic underdog tale with a twist. It's like Rocky, but instead of boxing, it's more like being pummeled by every mythical creature under the sun until you finally win their respect, or what's left of it. Anyway, Rick's journey is filled with life lessons like, it doesn't matter when you start, it matters how much you're willing to be pummeled by giant magical fists. This anime delivers its message like a motivational speaker on steroids, and it's honestly kind of inspiring. I mean, if a 30-something-year-old newbie can survive a beatdown by legendary adventurers, maybe I can finally tackle that ever-growing pile of dishes. And let's not forget the sweet, sweet vengeance when Rick starts proving everyone wrong with his hard-earned skills. It's the perfect fantasy for anyone who's ever been underestimated or overlooked, like being an anime version of the little engine that could, but with a lot more monsters and questionable life choices. Now let's get to the elephant in the room, the pacing. If you're a fan of lightning-fast battles and zero downtime, well, you might want to adjust your expectations. The pacing is like trying to run in a pool of molasses. Every fight scene seems to be sponsored by the Department of Redundancy Department. Because there's so much talking, you might forget you're watching an action sequence. Why is this guy talking instead of fighting? Is he trying to negotiate a peace treaty mid-battle? Because I'm pretty sure that dragon just wants to eat him. But let's be real. While the pacing might be slower than a snail on a treadmill, the animation is actually decent. It's not going to win any awards, but it's like a reliable old toaster that gets the job done, complete with crisp animations and character designs that won't leave you scratching your head in confusion. So, is the Ossan Newbie Adventurer, trained to death by the most powerful party, became invincible worth watching? If you're into fantasy anime with a dash of inspiration and a sprinkle of existential humor, then absolutely. It's like a warm cup of anime comfort food that reminds you that it's never too late to become the hero of your own story, even if you start with a negative charisma score. And for those who are a fan of overpowered MC trash, this one's right up your alley. But hey, if you're a top-tier anime elitist who can't stand cliches, you might want to steer clear, lest you find yourself yelling at the screen for all the wrong reasons. Thanks for sticking with me through this wild ride. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Did Rick inspire you to take on your own dragons? Or was it just another notch on your belt of isekai conquests? Before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're on the way to 2,000 subscribers, and your support means the world to me. Until next time, keep watching, keep laughing, and keep being awesome. Peace out. I heard that you addicted to them sands now, girl.